In this module, we'll turn the eIDAS 2.0 ecosystem into a concrete onboarding story. We'll follow a single EU customer as they sign up with a digital bank, share trusted attributes from their EUDI wallet, and become a fully verified, reusable digital identity. Up to now, you've seen why eIDAS 2.0 matters, what the EUDI wallet is, and who the key actors are in a wallet-based journey. Now we'll move into solution design, clarifying the business problem, the participants, and the end-to-end customer experience that ties everything together. Architecture should never start with products or cloud menus. It starts with a story. Which onboarding problem are we solving for which users, under which constraints? That scenario becomes the shared contract between business, compliance, product, and engineering. From it, we derive user journeys, functional and non-functional requirements, and the acceptable control set. It also defines the normal happy path and which edge cases need exception handling, manual review, or specialized flows. In our story, a digital bank never meets customers in person. A new customer starts an online account application and shares verified identity attributes directly from their EUDI wallet. The bank, acting as a relying party, consumes these attributes, verifies their authenticity, and runs automated KYC and AML checks. If everything passes, it creates a trusted customer profile and an account application record, ready for approval and downstream banking processes. Wallet-based onboarding isn't just another channel. It has to move real business needles. First, it should lift conversion by removing manual uploads and repeated typing, so more applicants actually finish. Second, it should increase confidence in identity data by using credentials that are already verified. Third, it should reduce back-office effort. And finally, it must leave a clean, consistent evidence trail for compliance, audit, and risk teams. For this module, we'll narrow the lens to one specific journey: a customer opening an account using a wallet-based credential. We care about every step from wallet selection, consent, and credential presentation, through verification, KYC checks, exception handling, and final profile creation. We won't dive into low-level protocols or Azure deployment details, and we'll assume the customer already has a functioning EUDI wallet with the identity attributes we need. An onboarding journey is a collaboration between several personas. The wallet holder cares about speed, trust, and privacy. The compliance analyst focuses on risk, needing clear evidence and effective review tools. The platform operator keeps the system healthy, monitored, and resilient. The solution architect designs and configures the capability, so all these needs stay balanced. Our design choices have to reconcile these perspectives, not just optimize for one role. Think of the EUDI wallet as a trusted digital ID card in your phone. When someone opens a bank account online, they can simply choose the wallet as their verification method. The wallet clearly shows which attributes the bank is asking for and why, so the person can consent with confidence. After sharing, they expect real-time feedback: what was verified, what failed, and exactly what to do next. In this scenario, the digital bank acts as the relying party. It requests specific identity attributes from the customer's wallet and then uses those attributes to decide whether to approve onboarding. Administrators define which attributes are required and configure policies and integrations. Platform operators keep everything running. They watch uptime, errors, and performance, and coordinate incident response when needed. When automation flags a customer, the compliance analyst becomes the control. They must see why, which signals fired, how strong they are, and where each attribute came from. They also need tightly scoped access, so they only view the minimum personal data required. For each case, the system should guide decision options, capture their reasoning, and lock it into an audit trail. Those records then shape how exceptions are handled and how future reviews are improved. Now let's look at the high-level flow. The customer initiates account opening in a chosen bank channel. They select a digital wallet, give consent to share attributes, and present their credentials. The system verifies the presentation, runs KYC screening, and reaches a decision. If everything passes, a verified customer profile is created. If not, the case is routed to exception handling. This single flow becomes the backbone for all later requirements and controls. Zooming in on the start of that flow, The journey begins when the customer starts a new account application in the bank's app or web portal. Behind the scenes, the bank checks whether this customer and product can use wallet-based verification. If it's allowed, the EUDI wallet appears as one of the verification methods. When the customer chooses it, the relying party composes an identity request, specifying exactly which attributes are needed for this onboarding scenario. At this point, the bank doesn't just grab data. It makes a precise request for the attributes needed for onboarding and KYC. The wallet turns that into a clear consent moment. Who is asking, which attributes, and for what purpose? The customer can approve everything, decline, or in some implementations share only what's necessary. If consent is granted, the wallet builds a verifiable presentation and sends it to the bank's verifier endpoint. Once the presentation arrives, the bank first asks, "Can we trust this?" It checks who issued the credential, whether it's intact, and whether the data is current and consistent. Next comes KYC and AML, sanctions and PEP screening, plus risk scoring against policy rules. If everything is low risk, the customer is auto-approved and a verified profile is created. If not, the case is rejected or routed to manual review with full audit evidence. We've now grounded eIDAS 2.0 and the EUDI wallet in a real remote onboarding scenario. You've seen the end-to-end journey, the key personas, and the business context. In the next module, we'll turn this journey into concrete functional requirements, quality attributes, and architecture-ready inputs.